Welcome to the lecture number 2, modes of heat transfer. So first of all, let us consider a cup of tea or coffee placed on a horizontal table, wooden table, let's say. Now if I want to say, if we observe the vapors, now with respect to time, it will disappears, right? Now take the second point, coffee temperature. As per the time goes, temperature will decrease. Now third point is of cup temperature. The cup temperature, again it is depend upon the material. If I am using the cup which is made up of steel, then the temperature of that cup will go on increasing. Now the fourth point, table surface covered by the cup. Now after some time you may see such type of condensed water below of that cup, right? All this happens because of the heat. The heat is nothing but the energy in transition, and it is not the property. And the heat transfer means transmission of energy from one region to the another region as a result of temperature difference. Now in this example, the temperature of coffee is somewhat higher than the surrounding temperature. That's why it will get cool, because of the temperature difference only. Now heat flow rate is expressed as, in MKS unit, kilocalorie per hour, and in SI unit, joule per second or watts. The conversion factor 1 watt is equal to 0.86 kilocalorie per hour. Now let's see the mechanism of heat transfer. So in case of solid, as you know, the molecules are bounded perfectly, and the heat transfer is because of the lattice vibration and the electron motions. Now by considering this heat transfer, if I want to divide the solid in two parts, let's say heat conductor and heat non-conductor, then in conductor they use both ways, means they use lattice vibration and electron vibration while transferring heat from one point to the another point. But in case of non-conductor, they are only using the lattice vibrations. The good electric conductors are good heat conductors, and that's why we are analog the heat transfer with the electric circuits. Now in case of liquid, they are loosely bounding, molecules are loosely bounded to each other, and heat transfer phenomena happens because of the motion of free electrons and the free molecular path with a shorter distance collision. Means sometime the molecule get heated and it will flow along the liquid, and in between that it will collide with the some molecules also, and by this means heat will transfer. In gases, they are loosely bounded, molecules are loosely bounded, and the motion of free molecules which reflect the heat transfer. Also the molecules collide with each other and gives heat or energy to the other molecule. In that case, translation energy, rotational energy and vibration energy are the more important points. Now let's see the modes of heat transfer. As you know, conduction, the transfer of energy from one more energetic particle to a substance to that adjacent less energetic one as a result of interaction between the particles. But remember that this heat transfer happens without appreciable movement of molecules. Let us take one example. In this campfire, if I hold this metallic rod, then heat will transfer from this point to the another point without the appreciable movement of molecules, but the only heat will transfer from one point to the another point because of lattice vibration and free molecular motion. We called it as conduction. So this animation will give you a better idea. Now see, here it is the temperature difference. Heat is more at this point and heat is less at this point. And if I consider these are the atoms of solid, then heat will transfer from one point, this point, to the another point by means of lattice vibration and molecular movement without the movement of these atoms. Remember that. Now next one is the convection. This is the transfer of energy from one place to another by means of movement of fluids or movement of molecules. Let's take this example. From this campfire, I will get heat by means of convection only. The surrounding air which will get heated at this point and it will flows at the upper side, right? Or take one more example. If I heat this beaker, then molecules in that beaker will move upward. Now there are two types of convections, forced convection and natural convection. Both conduction and convection requires matter to transfer heat. Radiation. Heat transfer through radiation takes place in the form of electromagnetic wave, mainly in the infrared region. Thermal energy is exchanged between two surfaces obeying the law of electromagnetics. Let's take this example. By means of this campfire, I will get heat. Even though I am at a horizontal position, I will sense the heat because of the radiation only. Or you may take the example of sun. We are not in contact with the sun, even though we can sense the heat from that sun. Now radiation is a method of heat transfer that does not rely upon any contact between the heat source and heated object. As I said, we can sense heat from sun, but we need not to touch that sun. Combinedly, from the same campfire, we can explain the three different modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection and the radiation. Thank you and keep learning.